Do you have his character?
No.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to work on a story now.
The spell is so
The zombies are coming.
important. I feel like it needed a explanation.
The zombies are coming.
I hope Dee's gone out and enjoyed the nice days when we had us.
The zombies are coming.
Yeah, she's in like Wisconsin or something right now. Yeah, her and her friend did like a Airbnb winery camping trip. So she's off having fun.
Okay.
The zombies are coming.
I can work on my.
All right, welcome in everybody. Happy Sunday, and we are finally back with D&D. We were supposed to have a special guest join us. Unfortunately, emergency popped up, so they can't. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and play without them. Real quick announcements. All streams for March are streams to end MS. MS is a horrible disease. We're streaming, raising money for it. A thing will pop up in chat. Go ahead and click that. You can donate to it. And remember, tomorrow, starting between noon and 1 o'clock-ish, I haven't set a time yet, I will be doing my 24-hour Skyrim stream. We're finally going to play the main story, beat the main story, and all of that, all for my birthday. Yay! I'm going to be 1,000,000 years old, so don't ask.
Hey, at least it's only 1 million. Could be 2 million.
It may be 2 million. I'm not telling anyone my real age. I'm old as shit. All right. So with us, as always, is Shebe and Az.
Hey.
They are bringing back their characters, Sarah and Tercel. So we already know the characters. If you don't know the characters and you haven't been able to, watch us live, first off, what's wrong with you? But second off,
Yeah,
you
get
can
out.
you can go to YouTube. There is a playlist where I put all of the D&D streams. You can watch them from start to finish. You can, listen to how the crappy audio and small studio became a little bit bigger studio, and we got better production values over, 2 years. So it's been about 2 years. I know yeah. Yeah, because we started October. So
October will be.
yeah, this October will be 2 years. Because yeah, we started, I want to say it was October. But yeah, it's been 2 years, and you guys are just now starting campaign 2. A little bit of notes about this whole thing is and I've already explained this. Sorry, I'm trying to make Discord work. There we go. I already explained this to the players. So, as you know, we've done several one shots that involve the Crossroad Inn. Um, at certain points during chapter 2, those will finally tie into your characters, and these characters will start to receive those items that they have acquired during that time. So, uh, so if at one point you're like, "Whoa, how did Tercel get the mug?" Well, the mug came from a different adventure, but he in the timeline we're doing the whole MCU thing where we're trying to pull all the timelines together to make
Right.
it work because we fucked everything up. But it was a planned fuck up in my head because I knew what I was doing.
What do they call that? Planned obsolescence?
No, because it's not obsolete.
Hmm.
It was just planned craziness. Like I said, there is madness to my methods. So
Planned something anyway.
yes. So let me go ahead. I have everybody's little minis sitting here, but we guess we only need Tercels. All right. So there really isn't a need for the map today. Uh, no, because you guys are all going to use your imagination. Because I did not feel like going back to the archives and finding the original city layout. Because it was a giant pain, and also the way the map was at that time, we would have to rotate things here, and it would be giant pain. So, recapping where you guys left off. All the way back in the beginning, you guys were delegate guards to a royal wedding in the capital city of Meldrin. It is a great trade hub. It is a beautiful city with dwarven carved buildings. There's a clock that never ends. There's an elvish tree that grows. It was a prosperous city. All the areas around it, the surrounding neighbors, they all work together in unity in this one city. Wizards, humans, elves, dwarves, goblins a little bit, but you kind of know what happened to them. They were staff, but they weren't indentured servants or anything. They were treated very well until the events that happened where the city was raided. The princess queen was her soul was ripped from her body by a archlich, and you guys were sent on a quest to return that soul. Upon that quest, you guys discovered eventually that soul was actually the soul of the goddess who controls the sea. So, after returning her soul, there was a beautiful wedding, and you guys have been awarded the title Heroes of the City. There are no monuments or anything built for you. There's not yet. You guys have gotten some popularity, but you're not, statue worthy. But you have gotten the honor of being called in to several key meetings about what's going on in the world, what's going on in the city. You've been part of the reconstruction. So it has been about 6 months since the royal wedding. During that time, Ophelia, shaken by what has happened in the events of your guys' quest, decided to return to her monastery to find some soul searching. She may also stop and visit with her favorite bard, but that's a quest for her. Uh, she will rejoin the group when she has done soul searching. In the meantime, both Tercel and Sarah, you have been attending meetings. Some of them are very boring. Crops are growing, rebuilding roads. Stuff that you guys are like, wow, this is really boring. I'd rather be back out fighting in the red and blue world. But you do your duties. Occasionally, meetings though do bring up important things, and as is the case with today's meeting. So, as you guys had entered the room where the giant meeting is, a beautiful big marble room. And there is a huge white marble table. At the head of it, normally the queen sits, but in this case, Ariel's sitting there. Her red hair is pulled back. Her plate mail is resplendent and shiny. Though, even though they've cleaned it, it still does have that scar right here where she was hit by the death bolt. It'd be on our left side, sorry. Um, her face has come back to her natural beauty after the spell has been broken. She's no longer half dead. Her eyes, though, are still that piercing stone green that, it's a storm within. Uh, Around the table are delegates from a small community off to the west. It is a mining community. These people look very haggard. Their clothes are seen a lot better days, and not just because they're miners. Like these are the delegates, so these are like nice. Like they should be dressed very well, but even their clothes are worn. They are very like gaunt in the face, and they are talking about the horrors that have besieged their land. The undead have risen, and people are dying and suffering. So as you sit there listening to the full accounts of these horrible events that started off so small as a group of hikers in the woods were found mauled. Everyone thought it was, either some gnolls or even something as simple as a bear, but then it started getting worse and worse. And then the dead started flooding the local cities. You get the feeling that this may be tied to the curse that you guys are all bound to. Having all of you been affected by the undying curse are now bound to the Lich. And that is why Ariel called you in. After the meeting, there is a ceremony for the fallen who didn't make the journey across the sea from the lands to the west to where you guys are. So as you guys are all there, very solemn, they are setting the bodies ablaze, as is their tradition, and many names are spoken, including one name that stands out. And it is Skip the Jaguar Moreland. And the speaker who is there speaking for that one tells how Skip was a very good storyteller and kept people very entertained and very happy. And his joy was something that he was able to give to the world, and he created beautiful worlds that everyone's imagination can live in. And as they set his body of grace, you all raise a glass to him in a final farewell. After the funeral, Ariel calls you two in and says to you that she's going to send you two, along with a few soldiers, to go explore this, as she feels that, yes, it is tied to your curse. She gives you guys each 1,000 gold for supplies. All of your weapons and armors have been cleaned, oiled, well-tuned, well-fixed. You guys receive 2 weeks of travel rations for food and water. And you will be boarding a ship in 2 days' time to take you to the west. So she says to prepare yourselves, get ready. She has sent messages out to Ophelia to let her know where you guys are heading off to, and is willing to work with the monks of the monastery to help teleport her to them using a very costly spell if the need be. She also says that she's working on hiring a few retainers of special attributes that may or may not help you, but the conversations are still in the works. So after that meeting, you two are free to do what it is you do. So, what would you like to do?
Well, so you got, and this is talking to Shay. So we have 2 days to prepare. I guess we need to get anything we don't think we'll be able to find in this community. I don't. Those guys look pretty rough. I doubt they're going to have any,
Well,
decent alcohol
you
or-
guys are in the main city. You guys haven't left towards the city where the delegates just came.
Yeah.
So, and that city has been completely rebuilt from the attack. So there are foods, drinks, shops, everything that you might need have been rebuilt and are fully functional.
I'd like to test out new weapons and stuff.
Yeah, I've been working on some stuff.
Same. Each one.
Yeah. 6 months, I could either drink all the alcohol or I could learn something new. I guess I'm turning over a new leaf this time. Yeah.
So,
I could either learn French or take over the world. So I took over the world, and next weekend I'll learn French.
French is really hard.
That's an old Flaming Lips song.
Oh, nice.
It's I built a machine to take over the world. Is because it was either that or learn French. So next weekend I'll learn French. That's what the whole song is. He just keeps talking about how he built this machine.
Nice.
for the first month, it was drinking. I got old.
Well,
So then it was
since you
drinking
both
and
have
doing
discussed
other
it,
stuff.
side note off the board here, I have allowed my players to learn skills. This is something we started in the first chapter. So yes, you guys have had 6 months to hone those skills a little bit better. So if you want to go ahead and craft Tercel your potions or Sarah your herbalism-based medicines, I think we agreed on rolling a d20. And then you guys you each are at the level where you can add 2 to that roll. And if you beat the AC or the DC for it, it's a success or a failure. If it's a success, then we'll roll a d6 to see how many potions or medicines you make. So which one of you would you like to go first? It's the first roll of the new chapter, guys. Who wants it?
Clean winter salt, like a salve, help with the
Those warts won't go away unless you use that cream every day.
Oh my.
also
That's another song. $5 if anyone knows it. Sad that Tercel doesn't know it.
and then I'm working on some powders and dusts that I could throw at enemies. Cause some blindness, cause pain. Hopefully some of these will.
All right. So how many are you going to try for?
Well, been 6 months, right?
Yes, but you haven't the whole 6 months been working on this. You've done other things. But I'm just saying is since you have different types like
Spent in the tavern thing.
well no I'm just saying is, since you have different ideas like you have a blinding salve powder and this each one of those will be a separate roll to see if it makes unlike Tercel who's doing healing potions he just has to roll the d20 add the 2 and then he gets to roll the d6 for you first. We're going to see if you want to do the healing salve that's going to be separate than the blinding roll. So
Could I do other potions?
you
Like, if I
totally
wanted-
can.
Okay.
And it would be the same concept that if it's a different type of potion, like if you're not doing a healing potion, you're doing a fire breathing potion, then you are going to have to roll. Now, I warn you, a fire breathing potion is going to have a very high DC that you're going to have to beat.
Mhm.
So maybe not try that one right off the bat. But
Yeah. Well, and as we just discussed, failure is part of the fun. So
it is 100%. But when it comes to fire-based, explosive-based things, remember, I am a vengeful god.
yeah.
And
I look forward to it.
Ariel probably would hate it if you burned parts of the city down that they just rebuilt.
Right. How do you want me to do that?
All right, so first, which potion are you doing, or salve are you doing? Okay, so roll d20,
15 plus 2. Okay.
18. Your DC was 15, so you succeeded. So then roll a d6.
5.
You made 5 of them. And we will when we're done today, for both of you, I'll go over what the actual roles will be for. No, no,
How
no.
good it is.
No, you made a batch of that many that were good. But I'll tell you what I was saying is, uh, after the stream, I'll write both of you on Discord and tell you this is what that salve or potion is. So you would, hey, I'm going to use this potion. It's a whatever, whatever. I'll let you guys know that. Right now, we're just going to work on the how many you succeed, how many you fail. We won't get into the sciences because you guys probably won't use them today. Like I said, this is going to mainly be just everyone getting caught up and getting ready for the journey.
I start playing with how
All right.
headache causing
All right. You fail.
failed on those. This is the blinding powder.
And you fail on that one. And I want you to put an asterisk next to that fail because we will come back to that in a minute.
All right.
All right, Tercel.
So yeah, we'll try to make healing pots first.
All right.
And it's just so you said I had a +2. Was there any other bonuses or anything, or
No, it's just roll the d20 plus 2 and you got to beat the DC.
all right? That is 3 + 2.
No, you failed on all of them on that success. And since like in your case, if you're just doing healing pots and you wanted to try 5 times, you could do that. You could be like, yeah, that was 1 month I tried this, the next month I tried that.
All right, so then saying that, then we had 6 months, so that I'll have like 5 more attempts to make pots of some kind.
Yeah, if that's all you did during that 6 months, I mean, if you took a month off to go get drunk at the bar or
Okay, all right, I
That's what I'm
have a
saying.
story prepared then.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
So
saying.
the first month, Tercel's organized. He's militant, and he's like, I need to stock back up. He tries healing pots. The second month, he starts to slip a little bit. We'll do one more healing pot roll
All right.
because he's stubborn. He wants to try harder. That is a 14 + 2 for 16.
You barely make it. Yes, you succeed. So roll a d6. We'll see how many potions you make.
2 on the d6.
So you made 2.
Okay. So the third month, he starts to get bored, and I think narratively, I would like it to be like he's trying to make a pretty hardcore whiskey, and it comes out too strong and turns into like a fire breath spell. I know you use that as an example, but I have it written down. I was actually thinking about making a potion.
Great
of fire
minds think
breathing.
alike.
Yeah.
Okay, well then for this one, since it's special, roll the d20 and add your 2.
Okay. 7 + 2 is 9.
Okay, so that one fails. Definitely put an asterisk next to that one. We'll go back to it. If you succeeded, I actually had something fun for it, but
Nice. Fail asterisk. So that's 4 months. Oh no, that's 3 months. 4. So to say the last 3 months, boredom has overcome Tercel, and he starts to make his name known amongst the barmaid crowd, and he's found some ladies that interest him, and so he's going to work on a potion of vitality, but it looks online. It removes exhaustion levels, and for the next 24 hours, you regain maximum number of hit points for hit dice you spend. But for him, he's trying to use it for slightly more
I'm gonna say
nefarious.
that your vitality potions for what you're talking about. I understand that they are liquid Viagra, and so I will allow that. Just for this time in the future, when you do vitality, yeah, we'll do the normal vitality, but for this specific, since you got it locked for a reason, I will go ahead and let you call him that.
Okay.
So
All right. Stay in the basket. That's an 8. My
8
potion
plus 2?
makings. No, that is 6 plus 2 for 8.
Yeah, you failed on that one. Please put an asterisk next to that, though.
Okay. So that's
Gonna be
1, 2,
fun.
3, 4. We'll try it one more time on the vitality because it's important to him.
All right.
That's a little better. 13.
13. That one succeeds, but put an asterisk next to it, too.
And so, having gotten a success, I'd like to try to roll, and then you should be able to read between the lines for an oil of slipperiness.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Okay. That's 7 plus 2 for 9.
That's a fail and put a big asterisk on it.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll pull you guys into the story here. So, Sarah, when you are making your potion or your salves, the first one went really well, but your second one was a little bit failure. So frustrated, you decided to work on one that could cause blindness into your enemies. As you were making it, it actually explodes, and for 2 weeks you were blinded. During that 2 weeks, Doggo basically had to be your seeing eye dog, which is funny because he could just pick you up and carry you like a puppy, which he did. Due to that, though, you now have kind of an extra little added bit. So whenever there is complete non-magical darkness, even though you have dark vision, you also have a +1 on perception checks because of the time that you spent without your vision, your other senses, you learn to pick up things. So it gave you a little bit of bonus on that. All right, Tercel, what was the first one that got the exclamation? Was it your dragon breath?
Yeah, fire breathing. Yep.
All right, so yeah, you're trying to make this really whiskyish fire water that actually makes you shoot fire out. It almost works. It catches the curtains on fire, catches your bed on fire, and you burned off your eyebrows. So you didn't
Sounds
get any
about right.
damage. You didn't get any really benefits, except for you now do have this phantom smell of whiskey at strange times that just seems to haunt you. Like you could be out in a flowery meadow and all of a sudden you'll just kind of get a hint of whiskey. So it doesn't really do anything positive or negative, but it could be a hindrance if you're smart. Well, the eyebrows will grow back in a couple months. So I mean, but he did singe them.
Vitality.
You never know. Some women like the no eyebrow look.
Whoa. I don't
Hey.
think so.
You don't know the goth crowds I used to hang with.
Okay. Yeah. I shouldn't doubt.
All right, your second one was the potion of vitality that failed, correct?
Yeah. 1 fail and 1 success.
All right, so on the failure one, it actually made you for about 2 weeks unable to get Captain Winky to stand up at all. No matter what you did. The one successful one, I want you to roll a percentile dice. Just a straight one.
30.
30, okay. And then yeah, you needed to roll a d6 on that vitality one too. Tell me how many of those you made.
Oh. The first one is a fail.
The one that you succeeded though.
Oh, okay.
Because the one that you succeeded would obviously you made a couple.
It's a 6 on the.
All right, so you made 6-pack of Viagra.
Oh no, it didn't. It's over here. 6.
There you go. Nice.
Is it upside down?
It's sideways. There
6.
you go. It's backwards.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I got you.
Was it?
Um,
I tried to fix that.
so with a 30 percentile, 6 potions, let's just say that your vision that you had has a 95% chance now of coming true.
Oh, that vision.
Yes, that vision.
Gotcha.
Brown.
So yeah, that has a 95% chance of possibly have happened at this point in time. And your last one that you failed.
Slipperiness.
So yeah, you made that one, and that one there. After the fire in your bedroom, you had kind of moved out to an old abandoned building that's close to the market area that you were able to get as part of the city's, loves you guys kind of thing. And you had done some restoration to make it a little potion making area. Um, this potion, when it failed, it exploded, blew off the door, and this slippery liquid kind of went all over the market area. And for 3 days, it was like a Diddy party. There was just lube everywhere. You couldn't walk. It was extremely difficult terrain. The mages spent many, many hours casting wash away, precipitation, and they did their best to get it all out. Occasionally, you still will, while walking through your potion room, a puddle of it just seems to be there and you just slip and fall. So
Nice.
every time you are in your potion room from now on, for let's say the next year, you will have to roll a dexterity check occasionally. It won't be all the time, but occasionally I may call for one, and this is the reason. It's well established now. Reason that occasionally
You have butterfingers.
no, I'm thinking there's just occasionally there's just residue from the Diddy parties, just so.
That's what he gets. Working with his
Ah, so one night you guys do, after many of your successes and failures of potions and salve making, you guys do meet up at a bar. It is a smoky bar. And there is an old, grizzled man there, with a long beard, missing a few teeth. And he tells you all the story of 3 goblins and an object that they were stealing from a lich. The story seems like it may be tied to a way of breaking your curse. So you guys both, after listening to the story and taking it to heart, you do spend a couple days researching things in both the Royal Library and the Wizard's Library. And you do come up with the area you are heading is close, if not the same area mentioned in the old man's tales. So, now, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Those are goblins.
Yes, 3 goblins. It was a tale of 3 young goblins and their quest to steal an item. It did not go well for the poor goblins.
Yeah, this goblins didn't sound very intelligent. I don't want to judge on him, but man, that sounds like National Lampoon's thing or something.
And poor, poor goblins.
But it made for a good story though. So yeah, we've done our extracurricular crafting. Be safe to assume that we've stocked up on spell components and stuff, minus the big heavy hitters.
Yes, we will we're gonna take a break here in a minute, and then we will go through how much you guys have spent on that. I have the Pink Book of Death here, which has the merchant's guide in here somewhere. That's my madness table. I think it's in the back. Yeah, there it is. There's the merchant's guide. All right, so yeah, we're gonna take a quick break so everyone can get drinks, go potty, and all that, and then we will go on your guys' shopping montage.
It's gonna be a
Off
montage.
stream, did level up. All in myself. We've learned.
Yeah, I was gonna wait and tell everybody that when it mattered. You just ruined the surprise. Way to go.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I was gonna surprise everybody when Tercel gets to cast his happy new spell. I was gonna be like, oh, and just so you guys know, no, but people were gonna be like, wow, how's Tercel doing this? Last we checked, he was this level, and I was gonna be like, and they all leveled up because they were magic and they kicked ass on the first chapter, but no, you had to ruin it. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick break. If you need to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, get a drink. We will be back and we will go to the shopping montage part of this for you all. Yay! So we'll be right back, everybody.
Cool. All right. What are you doing, boy? Kitty.
Yeah, but like there was only 2 that said that they're
Yeah, but again, the cards don't have all the info. So, all right, we're coming back. That break, and if I can get this thing to go full screen. That's not the one I want full screen. This is the one I want full screen. Go full screen.
as one of my spells requires diamond dust.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
All right, so you guys have about a week left. You're gonna want to purchase things. You were given rations and things, so you don't need to worry about that. That was provided to you by the Empire and all of that. So, uh,
My flask of fire water, it's probably gone.
yeah, I'd say you've drank it by now. Whether or not you refilled it is up to you.
All right. I have all of these books. What?
Yeah, there's stuff I'm gonna delete from my like the jar of pickled eggs. I'm not carrying that around for another 6 months.
By the way, just for future knowledge, as a potion of fire breath, they cost about 350 gold, and
Oh,
they do
damn.
an average. Oh no, that's not the average. That's the reference for it. I hate when they put the reference as DMG, which is Dungeon Master's Guide, because to me that's damage when you
Oh,
use
right.
DMG as an abbreviation. But yes, I can totally look that up for you sometime and let you know exactly all the fun effects of a fire breathing potion. It's actually a real potion that's in D&D, guys, just so you know. It's on the list.
All of my
Yes.
books will be staying at home.
Well, you guys do each now have a small, I'd say 2-room little
Oh, nice.
house. It is one of the newer built on areas after all the devastation and stuff. When they were building housing, obviously several hundred people died during the initial outbreak that happened. So you guys were given houses for there. Ophelia even has one that is currently empty, but it is there for when she returns. So
So Tersel's house is going to look like the barracks of any good army ever, just totally barren of decorations. And I'm assumed like maybe there's a fireplace with a mantle of some kind.
I've
He's
taken
gonna
my
have that.
stuffed narwhal and I put it in his room. Just doesn't
Yeah.
like it.
I'm gonna have
well,
that single bottle of Pinot Rosé from the Lockheed Winery above the mantle, and that's literally the only thing in the house other than the potion room, which is going to be a disaster.
well, and to add to it, so your main room there is a little bit of singeing on the wall where you burned the
Right.
curtains that day. Little singeing on the floor, and that is when you moved out to a potions room for just that purpose there. So that is in a separate building closer to the marketplace and farther away from the living residents of this town. So, yes, as you guys want to buy spell components and stuff, let me know what you want. I will look it up here and tell you how much you will be paying for it. There are various shops. Pick a number between 1 and 10, both of you.
7.
4.
It was 7. Tercel, I want you to roll just a flat percentile dice.
20.
You guys get a 20% discount on all things due to your status. In this
Nice.
town only.
Oh. Well, you know how rumors start. I think everyone's going to start learning about the heroes of Beldrin.
You think
Going
so?
to spread that discount as far as we can get it.
You think so, but we'll see.
Oh, so DM, in that little story I wrote, I kind of included Tercel acquiring that reliquary. He's going to end up paying somebody for it, so the cost will still get taken, but I have a way of acquiring it if
Okay.
you're okay with that.
I am cool with that.
I think you'll like it. I incorporated lots of our backstory in it.
Did you have any health potions?
I made 2. I spent most of my time trying to make my sexual exploits better, which is pretty par for my course. So
While removing the jars, carrots, beets, eggs, apples.
yeah, exactly. Gotta get rid of all of our former goblin cooking goods.
I have one large iron ore. I carry that one with me.
Okay, so while you guys are setting your shopping, I'm going to read this for everyone's knowledge. Potion of Fire Breath. After drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. The target must make a DC 13 Dex saving throw or take 4d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half on a success.
Damn.
The
I didn't
effect
realize it
ends
was-
after you exhale the fire 3 times or when 1 hour has passed. The potion's orange liquid flickers and smoke fills the top of the container and wafts out whenever it is open.
I didn't know it was that powerful. I just kind of wanted to make a gimmicky, like, man,
Oh,
this
no,
whiskey's
it's-
so strong, you breathe fire.
There was a
Like,
reason why I said fire breathing potion because I knew it was a real potion. I
Right.
knew it could actually be a pretty cool thing. I didn't expect you to grab onto it so quickly.
yeah,
You know.
I would, like this morning I was looking for like what would be some funny pots to make, and so that's when I came up with like the Terce will just be looking for ways to perform more reliably. He's he's a middle-aged man. He's been through some shit.
Yeah. All right. So, what would you guys like to go shopping for? Like I said, we'll just assume you guys go to the appropriate shops in the area, and purchase the items. But this way, I can tell you for the gold or silver or whatever it's going to cost.
I mean, outside of like as what we kind of talked about for like a standard clerics
Yeah, the clerics.
spell component pack, like
Yeah.
all
My druid pack was previously 15 gold per pack.
I think that's what it is. I was looking for them. This is why I have this master list, is because almost everything is divided between 6 different books, but of course they didn't put just the kits in the master list. So I'm trying to find which book those are. I believe they're in the player's hand guide.
I have a drow poison,
Uh-huh.
a vial of that. Do you know how many like arrows did
Usually it covers 10 arrows.
I have it with them?
Yeah.
Wear off, but it's in there. I will want to hit up, like a magic shop. Components.
Okay. So Alchemist kit is 50 gold.
Is there a book on herbs? Like not just normal herbs. I'm looking for a book on abnormal ones. Since we're going out west, there's one that's more dedicated to that region, so I know what to look for.
You could find Volo's guide to that area. Volo being a very well known documenter of things far and wide. That one would cost you 25 gold, though.
Oh, something like that. Oh,
I will have you put an asterisk next to it. For those who know Volo's work, knows that he sometimes embellishes it to make it a little more grandiose. So every time you try to reference it or look into it, I'm going to have you roll a percentile dice to see how much of what the guide is saying is actually true and how much is made up. And some of it may just come as a surprise. So.
Lovely. Are there any other guides?
No, Volo, though questionable source is the source of knowledge for most people. The only other way of getting knowledge would be to speak to people and kind of interview them and ask specific questions.
And then, like, around our region where
Yes, but the people in your region are
Six
not going to
months that we're
know.
going.
But the delegates from that region, you could have questioned them maybe. If you want to, I'd say roll an investigation.
while we're out.
No, like right now. Let's say, like I said, there are delegates who came from where you're going who told of the horrors that happened. You could have interviewed them to learn some things about the area. So roll an investigation. We'll see how successful you were. 12, you learned some very basic stuff. A couple key locations that you already kind of knew from maps of where these cities were, where the attacks had happened, but nothing specific like, flora and fauna and things like that, knowing what beasts you might encounter. They are really kind of shell shocked from all of the going ons. What was that you opened there, Tercel? It looks bright orange.
That was a can of watermelon Monster energy drink.
I don't like watermelon. I wanted to try that, but I'm not.
It's my favorite.
I hate that fake watermelon taste that everyone uses, and I just don't like general watermelon. I can't stand it. So
I think watermelon Jolly Ranchers are like top 5 favorite candy of all time.
no, lemon Jolly Ranchers, and I
They're
don't
pretty
even think
good
they
too.
make them anymore.
Yeah, because everyone
Green apple.
ripped
Green
on them.
apple's a good one,
Green
but no,
apple's
the
pretty good
lemon
too.
ones. Our science teacher, she used to sell them for a nickel, and she had a whole jar of them, and I would go through and grab all the yellow ones out and be like, all right, here's $2. I'm like, and I'd have them for a week.
I kind of want some Jolly Ranchers now.
So, is there anything else you are purchasing?
The druid packs.
All right.
I want 2. The 15 each still works.
Yeah, we'll say they're 15. Ursula, is there anything you're looking to purchase before?
Yeah, the generic cleric spell component pack.
All right, those are going to be about 15 a piece.
Okay.
So how many are you going to buy?
That's a good question. So would you estimate it kind of has one of most of the common spell components? Like how long is this going to last me, you think?
I would say it has like maybe one of the more uncommon components you would need, and then probably 5 uses of common spell components.
I better buy a few then.
Yeah, I'd say they're about the baggie that they come. Well, the leather satchel is probably about the size of a small Crown Royal bag.
Oh, okay. The way I go through spells, I guess we'll get like 5. That put me up to 60 gold.
No, that would be 75.
75
Like
gold.
each
Yeah.
one of my kits are 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's 5, but for his, because there are some rare components for certain spells, I say he's going to get 1 rare component.
looking through the stuff, the only thing that kind of stuck out, other than the obvious diamonds, was there was one that needed incense.
Yeah. So the incense, you would have one incense for each
Okay.
one.
Cool. Everything else was like a strip of leather, some holy script, a white cloth. Oh, I think one of them needed a mirror or something.
One outside spells requires a leather band to be worn, so that's just part of my outfit. Band around my arm.
Like I said, I'm going to check it to make sure that doesn't get consumed.
All right, DM. In 6 months, could I have requested somebody to make me a necklace with a medallion on the front that has the symbol of Pelor, and on the back is a polished surface that could use as a mirror?
Yeah, that would have been done. You could have done that at any like shrine, place of worship for Pellar. Let me see here. We'll say it cost you. There's some math here. We'll say it costs you $70 or 70 gold to have that made. But being a member of the church, you gave 100 total. Little donation to the church.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
And then narratively, Tercel has been visiting that church on
I
and off for
I kind of figured that
yeah.
yes, same with Ophelia off on her spiritual journey. You've also taken time to attune to your spiritualness too,
Right.
and not just hearing "Oh God" from barmaids. So
Yeah. No, it's a different kind of prayer, really.
yes,
Especially when he failed that first potion of vitality. He's like, "Oh
yeah,
God,
you
what have I
definitely
done? Oh God."
spent 2 weeks in there praying for that to go away.
Taylor's he's kind of a tease like that. So yeah, minus the diamond issue. Like I said, narratively, I'm gonna spend 500 gold for the reliquary through the story.
Okay,
I've got my cleric spell components to get that necklace. I think that's all I really.
and that diamond has to be a specific value, doesn't it?
Yeah, I need a 300 gold worth of diamonds, and then
Yes.
one 500 gold diamond for resurrection or for raised dead.
All right, so let's say you're able to buy enough for one of each of those for that cost of combine those costs there.
Okay, so
Because that is
800.
those are a very rare thing to find in this
Right.
area. So
I read a really cool Reddit thing where somebody was talking like, there's lots of clerics in the world and they all need diamonds. Like, wouldn't diamonds be like super rare? And he went into you know, the typical commoner makes like 6 gold every 6 months. So like,
yeah.
like resurrection doesn't just happen. Like that's something
No,
you
no,
have to
it
be pretty important to do.
yeah. Depending on how we play it. Like I said, the area you guys are currently in, diamonds are a rare mineral.
Where we're going is
Well, there may be many places in the world where it may not be. To believe that there's not diamond mines or emerald mines in the world would make you silly. So,
uh, like to go. I'm sure there's a place for enhanced and crossbow.
okay. What is your crossbow currently?
My crossbow is a 1d8.
Okay. Let's see here. In order to now are you talking just fine tuning it to make it stronger, or are you talking like a magical enchantment?
Well, go with the crossbow, getting it absolutely fine tuned, or more accurate.
Okay, so that's just going to be adding a plus to it now. So you get your choice here. Okay, so it goes from a +1.
Currently, for an attack roll, my crossbow is a 1d8 plus 3.
No. It's a to go and get added to it. You can go from a +1 addition to a +3 addition. So it would be on top of what you already have, but each one costs a lot. So, like going for a +1 to your weapon is going to cost 500 gold. A +2 is going to cost 2,500 gold.
Plus 1.
And a +3 is going to cost 15,000.
Start with the plus 1.
Okay, so basically, you already have a plus after it. Just move that up one number. So
And then I want to somebody about
you want to meet a Felcher, or not Fletcher? You don't want to meet a Felcher.
I just want a filter.
You want a Fletcher. Okay. What kind of arrows are you looking for?
Well, this bow already has a thing that for every long rest I get 5 explosive charges. I don't need explosion. Fleet fire? Ice?
Let's see here.
I can.
Let me see. That seems pretty costly. Let me double check on that one. Oh, it may wait. Trust me. I guess okay. So for a general fire arrow, for 20 of them, is going to cost you 10 gold. So you 20 gold then, and put on your notes there, XGE. I'll give you the number here right after it. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't have the page number. But XGE, that's your reference. So that's Santhier's Guide to Everything. So that way you can get your damage and stuff for that later.
And that was fire arrow?
Yeah, for fire arrows. So it probably is.
We still have some money in a bag of holding
Nope.
or something.
No, because the bag of holding and that stuff all is part of the Crossroad
Oh.
Inn.
That's why I'm like,
I don't have enough money to buy all the things I just bought.
Well, you guys do remember you guys did get paid from the kingdom.
I don't know. Either I haven't been keeping track of the money I've gotten or something's up.
I put all of our extra monies in the bank.
No, that was at the inn.
Yeah, but I'm saying
But the inn
that
doesn't
we didn't
exist.
touch it.
Yeah.
So that we
But no, when you guys completed the first campaign, you guys got to split between the three of you 25,000.
Oh, I don't have that written down either.
Oh, yeah, I said that.
I have more money
Hello.
than I thought then.
So let me divide
Was
Well, sir-
Nuon still in the campaign at that point?
no, no,
Like,
no.
how-
It was just you, Ophelia, and Sarah. So there was $25,000. Divide that by 3. You each ended up with 8,333 gold.
That's
Well, I have a lot more than I thought.
right. That makes me feel a lot better. I was like, I guess somebody's just not going to get resurrected this campaign. I'm sorry. You die, you die.
First off, you've noticed that I wear this feather necklace. In our years of traveling, you've asked me about something that was made for me when I was living with the Fae. It is a magical necklace. It will resurrect you.
Oh, nice.
Never have to worry about resurrecting me, but Meekin, he might need the resurrection.
Ice
Do you have
arrows.
to make some kind of fate pact to get that? Or like, they usually don't give away stuff like that as far as I know.
Let's just say there's a reason why Sarah doesn't hang out with the barmaids and stuff like you do. Her and the Fae, they got a thing. Ice arrows are a little harder to make. They cost 50 gold for 10. Okay. Put DMG after that, and I'll give you
DMG.
Dungeon Master's Guide. I'll give you the stats and stuff for that later.
Well, hello, Bouge. Seven. Is that how you say it as?
I don't know who that is, honestly.
She.
I hope that's right, though.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome in.
DM, I would like to look for a shield.
All right. What kind of shield would you like there, Seth?
I'd like, so my current shield is kind of wood. It's a small wooden shield.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to get into +2 AC territory, and if there was something magical attached to it, that would be cool.
All right. Well, let's see what I can find for you here. Yeah. Pretty much would take all your money if I did that one. Let's go into Magical Book of Magical Things.
Oh, hi, Bobby. It's Bobby from the Raconteur Society.
Oh, welcome in. Welcome in.
We're shopping today.
Let's
We're
see.
shopping and blowing up potions.
Yeah. There must be a bank in town. I doubt.
All right. How many pluses would you like to this shield?
Pluses to what? Just like magical effects, or
No. Do you want it to be a +1 shield, a +2
I'd
shield?
like to be +2 shield if I could.
Okay, so I'm gonna add. All right, so $4,500. There's the Sentinel Shield. When holding this shield, you have an advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks. It is emblazoned with the symbol of an eye. It does have a +2 to your AC. So as long as you're holding the shield, you have a +2. It does not count if it's on your back or if you're not holding it.
Right.
So. Now, remember when you are using a shield, so let's say you have your mace and your shield, if you have any spells that require you to do this, you cannot do that without dropping one of them, which takes an
Except
action.
I've got the Warcaster feat, so I get
I
around.
know. I'm just saying, trying to explain for rules here.
Fair.
So, but yes, you have the Warcaster feat, which allows you to not have to worry about the wiggly jiggly fingers.
Yeah. We don't need those jazz hands here. I'm going to go ahead and purchase that.
Alrighty. Put it on your sheet.
Was it the Sentinel Shield or the Shield of the Sentinel?
It's Sentinel Shield.
Okay. Cool.
+2. On it.
No shield. Got it. That's right. No wiggly jiggly jazz hands here.
Yes, no wiggliness.
Only
All
thing
right.
in my hands are beer bottles and maces.
All right. So, is that all of your shopping, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Right.
Even in D&D, the male character's like, "Yeah, I got what I needed. I'm out of here." The female character's like, "Oh, but maybe I want this, and maybe I want." Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I got
that's a good point.
Just like, "Fuck! I totally forgot to buy those."
Damn. Well, I made two.
And both of us have healing spells too. So we're strong
Right.
healers in our group.
Yeah, you've got good berry, don't you? Just
No, actually that one I don't have, but I do have other.
oh,
All right. Well, then, what kind of potions would you like to buy, ladies and gentlemen? They have common, uncommon, and rare ones available. Your rare ones go $700. Your uncommons are 250, and your common ones are 50. That's gold, not silver. That's with your discount.
I'm going to buy 4 of the rare
Or of the rares,
superior.
no, it is a rare. It's an 8d4 plus 8 potion.
8D.
Yeah.
And I would buy 10 of the common.
And in the commons, those are 2d4 plus 2. And Tercel?
I know it's
I'd like just 10 of the uncommon.
The uncommons are 4d4 plus 4.
And those were 100 gold apiece?
250.
Damn. Okay.
So that's with your discount. They're actually a lot more than that.
not all that.
Yeah.
Alright, is there a bank in town?
There is the Imperial Bank, yes.
Because I doubt little Sarah is carrying around 500 or 5,500 gold pieces.
It's probably tied to Negan's back, but yeah.
I would like to deposit 5,000 into the bank.
All right. Write that down on your notes that you at the Imperial Bank have an account with 5,000. Like I said, you guys are responsible for remembering all bank transactions. The DM is not responsible for your money.
I gotta do
We
some
could lie
math
to the
real quick.
DM. Be like, I got 10,000.
Oh, the DM has video evidence of what you do. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't want you guys ever going, DM, how much money do I have in the bank? Because I'm going to go, I don't fucking know. That's on you. You have $1.
That leaves 500 of gold still.
Ooh, not that.
Lots of healing potion.
So
Remove curse potions from that I'm keeping. I mean, I post. I really unloaded a lot of crap. Did we ever determine if that necklace with the emerald, that the necklace?
I never went and looked. I think that may be the necklace, but I'm not sure.
So that determines if I still have it or not.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at the notes on that one. So for now, let's just put it in limbo.
I got asterisks next.
Okay, cool. That asterisk is limbo in my world. It's a multi-use tool. Tercel, anything else you wish to purchase? Do you wish to deposit money into the bank?
I'm only left with 900 gold after all that. I'm just gonna keep that on my person. You never know when you need to grease a palm or get somebody's mouth shut with a little help.
Good to know. Good to know. All right. So the night before you will be boarding the ship. There is a small feast at the local pub. You guys don't have to pay for anything. Everything is provided by the Empire for you for this. Um, you do meet several of the soldiers that'll be going with you. Young men and women with some combat experience. Not a lot. None of them are, as yeah. Thanks for stopping. As equipped as you guys are. Several of them are wet behind the ears. Few of them were around before the whole catastrophe that started. So
Are we gonna get assigned a captain, or is Ariel joining us or anything?
Ariel cannot join you as she has to help stay and take care of the state.
Right.
So
Is there going to be somebody in charge, or is Sarah going to be leading this? I'm not leading this. Don't put me up there. Who's leading this
Leader.
brigade?
well, ladies and gentlemen,
The what is it, dwarves? Who's this
Oh,
mining community?
Are we following
it's
Negan?
just
It's
a
Negan,
bunch of
isn't
people.
it?
No, those delegates aren't coming with you. They barely escape with their lives. They're not going back until you guys figure out what's done. No, you guys are
Sure.
going with soldiers. A very small amount of soldiers are going to board the boat with you. There may be a cell sword or two that show up, but at the moment, you two are in charge.
No,
Oh,
no.
my Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is chapter 2. The floaties are off. You guys are going in the deep end. I
right.
warned you about this when we were going over characters the other day that
I
you
need
guys
to
may
buy.
or may not have an NPC with you, or you may meet one once you guys get there.
I got
So
one more thing to buy. Then I'm gonna get some kind of a case of whiskey. I'm gonna need more alcohol. I didn't realize we were in charge of this.
Yeah, I'll need a new flask of fire water.
that's why I
Right.
said you might have refilled it, you might not. It's up to you. But yeah, okay, go ahead and take 10 gold off of each of you for alcohol purchases.
Fair. So having talked to the delegates, we're gonna come into the city. Is it under siege, or is it just kind of in rough shape?
The last they saw as they fled was fires burning, the dead overrunning it, people screaming
Okay.
as darkness was falling, and they sailed off to go get help. So
Would it be intelligent, and I ask soldiers or captains or whoever would help me out, like, would it be smart to bring supplies for these people, like relief,
you
tents or
guys are
something?
not the relief. You're not the FEMA. You were there to go find out what's going on and put an end to it.
All right.
Once that is done, the FEMA will show up.
So we're the spear tip, and then the rest of the
Yeah, you're
support
just
is
the
coming
tip.
behind us. Yeah. Okay. We'll give him the tip. All right. Um. So yeah, chumming it up with soldiers. Tursel's feeling pretty comfortable.
Yep. Food, libations are passed around. Tercel, there's a few of your favorite redhead barmaids are serving drinks
It's
and
just
food, giving you
supporting the local
winks.
economy. Not a, it's totally natural.
Um, do you wish to spend a final night with any of them before you board the ship?
100%. I mean,
All right. Go ahead and roll me a performance check, my friend.
yeah. I don't want to mention the potion of vitality. I guess that was a while ago.
That was already taken care of. And I already
Oh,
told you that
Lord.
may have already had its repercussions.
It's been a long day of shopping. I just want to get that out of the way real quick. Okay, like it's a lot of thinking, a lot of, being in charge of troops again. It's kind of rattled Tercel. He rolled a 2 for that exotic performance.
Yeah, Tercel, you drank a little too much and you got a little bit of that whiskey weenie going on. So it's not a great night for you and the ladies. So,
Luckily, he's going to be gone for a little bit, so that
yeah.
that story can fade from.
And Sarah, were you doing anything interesting on the final night in town before you guys boarded the ship? Like I said, you attended the feast at the bar. Okay.
Deacon. is getting loved on by everybody. And something I forgot. I was going to pick up some kind of leather hide armor for naked.
Yeah, that would have had to been specially crafted, and I would say that it would. Yeah, I would say it would cost you for a dog that big to make it moving in a good, strong leather. It would probably cost you about 3,000 gold, and it would give him +2 to his AC.
That much in the bank. Is that 3,000?
Yeah.
2,000. So
Okay.
I'm going to keep it at
Yeah, so his AC gets a +3 to it.
how to protect the dog. His AC is now 17.
Yeah. It's probably got the best AC out of all of you. Well, it's because he is a dog. I mean,
I wanted to up this armor.
all right. So after various successes and failures of the night, meeting with people, you wake up in the morning. Your gear has already been taken for you to the ship. You head down to the docks. The sun is rising. The water is calm and beautiful blue. Sitting at the docks is a ship that looks very worn and beaten, but it also looks very recently like patched up, like it's had a fresh coat of paint, some barnacles scraped off of it. As you guys approach it, you are met with a very familiar character as he walks down the gangplank. His golden tabby fur just glistening, his big hat with a long white feather. He bows to you. My friends, it is good to see you again.
Okay.
Yes, Captain Catapult welcomes you aboard his ship again. As you
Yeah,
guys
Dennis.
board, you see the two Kenku that are there with him always. You've noticed that along with the soldiers, there are a few new seamen on the ship. Oh, I watched your face when I said that. uh, the ship looks like it's been patched up since you've last been on it. It's definitely up and running. You guys stow what gear you carry on with you. That, like I said, the other stuff's already been brought into the holds and stored in some of it in the quarters, some of it in the underhold because it's too big to be in your quarters. Your quarters are literally enough room for a cot and a trunk underneath it. Doggo has his own like room next to yours. It's just an old closet room basically that's big enough for him to sleep on some hay they threw on the floor. You guys have the best rooms in the ship, as where all the rest of the soldiers are just on hammocks that are hung up along the bow of the ship inside. The ship takes off, heading off west. The first day spent just regaling tales of the sea, catching up with the captain in his journey since you last met him. You
I have
guys
a
have
question for the captain, if I
Go
could.
ahead.
So you know, Tersel's kind of appreciating the repairs that have been done. He walks up to the captain and be like, "Getting any new tricks? Like last time, you had kind of disappearing cannons and cool stuff. What have you been up to since?"
With a
since we
twinkle
last?
in his eye, he taps to his hat and goes, "That's for me to know, matey. That's for me to know."
All right, you keep your secrets then.
As you guys have dinner on the deck of the ship, the sun starts to set beautifully over it. The moon comes up. You guys go to sleep. It's a very calm, peaceful night. When all of a sudden, you're woken from your slumber by blowing of horns on the upper deck. As you guys rush up to the deck,
from this.
Yep. Nice. That's awesome.
As you guys rise to the deck, off to the starboard side, you see this ship. Its sails ripped and tattered, holes blown through it, slowly drifting towards you guys. And that is where we will end today.
Nice.
Other ship?
Yes, that's the other ship. It is floating at you guys with no wind in its tattered sails, and no one apparently that you can see. But that is where we will end. Welcome to Chapter 2, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have made it through the boring shopping montage part of it, but it had to be done so that everyone was set up. So, all right. We will be rating out to probably Axiomat. I will go check that in a minute. I did want to really quick again tomorrow, March 17th, noon 30. We will be starting our 24-hour Skyrim stream for my birthday. So yay. So stop by for that. As any stream update ideas in the future, whatever.
Nope.
No.
Not really.
Yeah, we will not have a D&D stream next week as we will be in the Kansas City Comic-Con and we'll be driving back, so we're not going to try to get that.
Yeah, say hi.
Yeah, stop by, get a picture, I'll sign things. We talk to shit. So, I will rate us here in a minute. I did want to put out a little personal out there. The eulogy for Skip the Jaguar Moreland. He was a DM from one of my Dungeon and Dragon groups that I'm in. He passed away this week, and he had been a DM for this group for 32 years.
Dang.
And one of his friends, one of his best players and stuff, had posted about it and was asking that we would all have our players raise a drink to him. And so I told him that we would gladly put him in as a character for this. So, from one DM to another, skull, my brother. So, all right, I will go ahead and rate us out, and then we will talk real quick off camera to the players. So, I'll be right back.
Cool.
Do we have any blank sheets, babe? Have you played with this DM before that you played with last night?
All right, Axiomat is not currently on, so we're going to go raid our friend Side Chat the Gray, who's playing a little State of Decay 2. I'm going to go click the raid button. So make sure you give Side Chat some love.
So he had no it's not his first time DMing. He's tried it a couple times and had his parties fall apart. He's actually he's a player in my other campaign, and he invited me to play in his new campaign. So it's kind of confusing.
Was he a first time DM?
Pretty much.